There we go, and we are live. Forget that other stream happened. I thought I had a better idea, and then I heard myself talking, and I got real embarrassed. So we're gonna do fan art instead, because I feel like this is a bit more in my wheelhouse. Thank goodness I had a backup plan. Let's see. Oh, I should probably get some more music going here. Let me pull up some of that. Oh, hi. Oh, here, let me turn this down a little bit. I just realized that my music might be a bit loud. There we go. Let's try to come up with something on the fly here. Oh yeah, I saw this poster in the Discord server that I thought was really cute of this character. Like, there's like another character here, just kind of laying here and kind of asleep. That was kind of sweet, but I don't remember who the other one was. Oh shoot, this is very loud. Let me turn this down. I'll figure this out. Let's see here. Trying to think of a nice, relaxing pose for them. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to draw here. I just needed to think about it for a second. Just needed to think about this for a second, but this kind of cutesy laying on a bed pose I think should work. And it also gives me some room to include other features here, so... like there, and she is wearing this duvet cover as kind of like a cloak almost, so I should probably try to incorporate that into it and have a sort of cover along the back here. And then I can bring this down. Go. I should probably bring the arms closer. Because if I have them like this, bring these in a little more. They'll look more like her fingers are locking together. Because right now it kind of looks like they're sort of separate. There we go. Also, I didn't say this before, but sorry about suddenly stopping the last stream. I was thinking a lot about how these characters are designed throughout most of the day, and then I realized as I started streaming that, like, I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I don't really have anything to say. I just have a lot of like things that I just sort of, I guess, picked up about character design that I'm probably just going to use myself. So until I have a better way of articulating it, those are just going to be floating around in the old noggin while I try to apply those. I think this works. See. I feel like she has her hair tied up a little bit here. Like you see she has this kind of headband. I guess it's not like tied up though, so let's see if I can adjust this and give myself more room to include her hair. Take the eraser and just kind of start chipping away at some of this. And then I can start including the hair. I feel like I might have to make her head a little bit smaller in proportion with the rest of her body here, but I get this in. I've been looking for more reasons to draw curly hair lately. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. There's a lot of hair here, so bring this down a bit more. And then I can include the pillow behind her head, which I guess is just kind of always there. And let's see if I can make this pose a little bit more clear. I have to take a quick trip to Pinterest real quick and just look up some laying on bed poses just to make sure I'm on the right track. Oh shit. Okay. I'm seeing a couple that look like what I'm aiming for. Okay. So I'm seeing with a lot of these, the arms are posed a little bit more forward, but because she's propping herself up on her hands, I think I'm gonna have to adjust that here. Oh, heyo. So why did you choose to? Sorry. So why did you choose Betty in particular? I think I just think her design's cute. OMG, my friend is getting obsessed with this game. Personally, I love Keith. I love me an old man daddy. I have not seen Keith yet. I'm in a weird position of not actually being able to play the game because it is available on Mac no, it's not available on Mac despite there being like a character named Mac in the game. So for the time being, I'm just kind of out of luck there. If there is a Mac build of the game at any point, I will definitely be giving it a try, just because I'm really interested in like the kind of stories you can tell in this setting. Okay, let me just do this, and I'm gonna try to extend this out. That should be good. Ooh, voice cracked. I think I'll start building out on this just so I have something a bit more solid. So let's get... Which brush do I want to use? Let's use this one. Oh, wrong layer. Completely fair reason to choose her, yeah. Like, there's a lot of really great character designs. Every time I see other people drawing, I want to draw too. Stop it. I don't know. Get a sticky note or something. Like, if you want to draw something and you're like, unless you're like at work or something. Doodling tends to help whenever I have that sort of impulse of like, oh, I need to draw something right now. Let's see if I can... No, but the hair is so pretty. She's so beautiful. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's a really like well put together design. And I can't tell, like, because she isn't present in a lot of the promotional material, so I'm curious if she was designed like later in production or if she was like one of like the this is peak designs that they decided to keep secret up until like the release of the game. Because either way, I think it ended up being a pretty good call for them, because she's one of the first characters that I think everyone who does a playthrough of this reacts to. Because I think she's like... Oh, you can't really see that eyebrow, so let's just start doing the hair. Okay, that actually covers part of this eyebrow, so let's go through and do some erasing. I think I'm going to do like a third pass in the line art over this. Betty is so thirsted after from what I've seen on TikTok. Entirely understandable. Like, I think she's kind of designed to be that. Like, especially being like the bad character. Like, it makes the most sense for them to be to kind of garner that reaction. So, 1 second here. I'm just let me see if I can make this, because I've really only seen her at this point from like one angle. I haven't played, or I guess I haven't played the game, but like I haven't seen much of how she like what range of movement her character model has. Okay, this head is too big. You're getting shrunk. And let's do some adjustments. And there we go. Let's make this pen a little bit smaller. Majority of the characters are made to be thirsted for, and yeah, I think so. I watched a bit of Jello Apocalypse's playthrough on their gaming channel, mostly just because I saw that they were doing some of the writing for some of them. And I was not surprised to hear that some of the characters, while they can be like thirsted over, are not necessarily designed with love as the optimal route for them. Which I thought was really interesting. Just because like there's so many characters, like having a variety of outcomes, I think was a good call on their end. Also, I wasn't surprised to hear that a lot of the characters were sent off to writers after the design was finalized, and they weren't like working in tandem with the writers to like solidify that kind of thing. I'm going to be adding her sleeves after this. I'm just doing a quick pass just to kind of get the general structure down. This pen is really wonky. I'm trying to get like a smooth line and it's just kind of close enough. And let's start back on the hair. we go. I definitely want to make her hair curlier than it looks right now. I actually have some brushes for curly hair, but I hardly ever use those because I like it when my style feels a bit more cohesive, and using custom brushes to sort of fill in the gaps tends to be more accurate, but also tend to be kind of wonky. And it's all good, don't worry. There we go, and let's lower the opacity on this layer as I start to build out the shoulders here. There we go, and that's gonna let me kind of fix some of the issues here. There we go. Yeah, I can make this hair look better. There we go. That's not great. I'll fix that later. And go. Oof, that eye doesn't look good. Let's bring this guy in along with this section. Actually, I wanted to be looking more towards the camera here, so let me just adjust these. And go through this. Then I can go through and just do this, and eyes are kind of tricky if you stare at them for too long. That's a little better. And I can make the top of her head a little bit more. IDQ, ID, why did I say that? IDKY, but I imagine that Betty is chubby, but she wears a corset. I think you're right with that one. I think I can account for that in my rendition. I can block this out a bit more, and then I'm gonna try to get the next section done. Sorry, I just had to respond to something. Let's try this. OMG, it's best girl Betty. Yep. It do be them. Let's see. I'm gonna adjust this. Oh shit, wrong button. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust some windows outside the stream here. Okay, and then okay. Okay, and then I have to figure out how to draw feet. I need to bring that stuff down, but it's more kind of backwards, I think. That doesn't look quite right, but try bringing this stuff down, because I think this is pretty good for the second pass. I almost feel like this, like her arm should be a little bit taller here. And I think that should be able to bring this together a little bit more. Okay, that's looking better. See if I can bring this one out a little bit more. And okay. And then I think I'm gonna have to bring the rest of her body down a little bit further too. Gee, I love the way you draw her hair. It's so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I don't draw hair very often. I mean, I don't draw curly hair as often I as I want to. Cause like my hair isn't like curly very much like compared to my Sona. It's a lot more just like pretty much just like kind of boring, I guess. Kind of not boring, but just like straight. So curly hair I always find a lot more fun to draw. Okay, and I think this is good structurally to move on to the next thing. Do I want to have her have the slippers on? Yeah, let's give her the slippers. Because I think they have like springs on the bottom, but I think I'll just give her like something closer to like bunny slippers or something. Because like even though she does like represent a bed, part of her outfit does look very uncomfortable, like the corset. So I'm gonna give her something a little looser. Kind of like a nightgown type thing, I think. Let's do some more adjustments. Okay, I'm going to change the canvas size real quick. Okay, and then expand this, and this is going to be sketch layer 2. And I'm going to go through and do what I think will be the final line art. Unless I decide to do more tweaks, because there's parts of her hair that still need to be built out here. Does she have like a set eye color? Kinda. Go. Oh, let's erase a little bit of this. Do the eyes work here? Might have to tweak those later. expand this out a little bit. There we go. See if I can get this nose looking a little bit closer. Let's see. Hi, just got here, but banger. Thank you. I think I want to make her eyes a little smaller. Well, I gotta leave now. Have a good one, everyone. See ya. Have a good day. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, I think adding the eyelashes overcomplicated it. I'm gonna head back to that detail later. So I think I'm gonna restart. Thank you. I'm really happy with the... I feel like I've gotten a lot better at drawing faces over the past, Oh, these aren't even sleeves. It's like part of the duvet that's been stuffed under the corset. That's strange. Do they function as sleeves? I'd have to look at another graphic to tell, but I think for now I'll treat them as sleeves because they do look cozy. And it cuts off like right here, so... There we go, and then do that. Go, and then do that. That gives me some room to mess around with later. I guess this is going to be covered by the duvet as well, so... And then there's like the actual bed that she's laying on. Alright, let's go through here. Go, and then do that. Go. I feel like her arms would probably be going over her hair. leave the chat open. I looked at other graphics of her. I don't think she could move them up or down like sleeves. Well, I guess she can here, because not, I guess I'm not too worried about this being game accurate, I guess. Like, I do want her face to look right, but at least design-wise, I think that giving myself a bit more room to play with is probably not a bad thing. Oh, this is that one Pokemon song that sounds like 21 Guns for a little bit. Oh, hey Ariel. Nice to see you here. Yeah, just drawing Betty. Oh, I recognize you from your profile picture, no worries. I could tell it was you. I'm just gonna do the outline of her hair just so that I'm not... Then I can go through and fill in the gaps later. That gives me a bit more kind of structural control. Yeah, same. Like, it's such a good design. I've been thinking about all of the character designs, which is why I tried doing the initial stream I did, but like, it's hard to say much other than like I like some of them, and I feel like some of them could like need, like, some of them could have been like refined more, but it's also such like an incredibly difficult task to create a design like this that's both compelling and like all encompassing. And I feel like they definitely nailed it with her. I even started writing like an ASMR / fanfic script for her, and I never do that. Oh, that sounds awesome. If you post that anywhere, I will definitely read it, because I have not... I've been like debating whether or not I should just watch like more clips of her in the game, or if I should wait until I have like a chance to play it properly myself. Oh, I made her hair go out really far there. Not... She has a lot of it, that's fine. I've been working on my impression, and I will post it somewhere eventually. Hell yeah. Yeah. Like, I feel like there's some voice actresses and like voice actors in this game where I hear their voice and like I have never really felt too inclined to like voice train. But like after hearing some of the characters in here, like I've suddenly like wanted to like really get into it. Let's see. Maybe I can do this. I can make this a little stand out a little bit more. I can make this fluffier. Let's do this. Oh. I wonder if I should lean into the sort of, because her design is giving Pride and Prejudice a little bit, like that sort of like old Victorian era, or like I guess like faux Victorian style that you see in a lot of like productions, uh, similar to Pride and Prejudice. I'd say question mark. I don't know. I didn't follow like Bridgerton and stuff, so I don't know like what the pop culture version has become. Cosplay sounds really nice too, though. Thank you. Yeah, I've that's kind of part of why I've been more comfortable not voice training is that a lot of folks seem to find my voice nice as is, but I think it would also be good to like, because I've wanted to get into voice acting, so even if I'm not doing it in like my day-to-day life, having the ability to sort of push my vocal range a little bit more, I think would be good, especially if I try making more like experimental content on YouTube. Uh, let's see here. How does this look so far? I think her hair is probably going to be the most busy part of this, so I think I'm going to step away from here for a second and try to construct the rest of the body here. I might save the face for last. Oh wait, I have to give her this other shoulder. There we go. As someone who is a theater kid, that's definitely kind of my experience with voice training. More so having a big range than anything else. So, yeah. Let's see here. Do this, kind of by the stomach, and how do I construct like this part? Because I imagine it's like that. There we go. I guess it probably would just sort of overlap like that, and then maybe kind of more curved. Is that? Yeah, that curve probably goes a little bit further down. I guess. That feels a little bit awkward. go. And then here I gotta kind of clean this up a little bit. Oof. I do not draw feet very often, or at least I don't draw feet without like shoes or socks. I could give her fluffy socks, but I feel like that would be kind of a cop out. I can draw a decent foot here. And then do this. Actually, let's kind of have it flapping out. Kind of like the idea that maybe her feet are in motion, like she's kind of swinging them, kind of tapping them. And there we go. Okay, so she has that little fluff ball here. Oh yeah, she does have a really soft wardrobe. Like I would, like if there was a justifiable way to like walk around in a duvet cover all the time, I would 100% do that. I mean, not right now because of the heat, but like once we get into like August and when things start getting to more reasonable temperatures, that's how I'm going to be walking around most of the day. I don't want to draw toenails. Finding ways to like properly place nails on like fingers and toes is still something I'm not very good at. It always feels very awkward. Oh, where did you get the full body pic? Here. Let me link you to something real quick. Let me pull this up. So there is a Date Everything wiki, and cool thing about this is this isn't the fandom wiki. The fandom wiki I don't think is very good, but it does have some assets that haven't been moved over to the main one. You can find it right here. And then you just scroll down and you can find a tab that says Sprite Gallery, and that'll have most of it. Maybe I need to bring in the hair here a little bit, like this section right here. Let's bring this in for a little. There we go, and then I can bring in the shoulder like this. And let's see, I have to give her kind of a fluffier coat, so let's do this like this. Because I don't want to give her just like a duvet thing, and then I'm going to put the, whatever you call those kind of pants. They're like, they kind of cut off like right here. And right there. And it looks like the padding really only goes on the outside. I imagine it's probably less prominent on the inside there. This stuff feels a little bit wonky. I'll probably do some adjustments off stream once I'm done here. But here, let me just get this part added, because I think at the angle this is, would this be like straight pointing towards us, or? Because I just realized that I think this one's at a weird angle, but I think this other one would be pointing like, where like the sole of the foot would be pointing towards us like this. And like this one, she's like deliberately turning it. So I might have to fix that. Okay, her head looks too small now. I think that's what's throwing me off here. Or like her face in relation to her head here. Let's try this again. Oh. Let's try to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's better. Then I'll add like the little pillows after. Let's see here. Does that... Oh, that might actually help put the eyes in better proportion, because I wasn't feeling those before. Let's adjust the face here. I want to give her a more, I guess for lack of a better word, a more sultry expression. Let me find something from her sprite gallery. No, I guess that's probably close enough here. I just gotta make this a little bit more sort of half closed. There we go. I'm gonna do a cool little thing called cheating, and I'm just gonna do this to get this placement right, and then I'm gonna trace over it. because the iris is going to be a little bit off kilter. But she's basically facing straight towards us, so it's not going to be that much smaller. Oh, wrong there. And I can erase this, and actually I can bring this a little bit more like this. Then I can adjust both of these a little bit more. Oh, I just realized I did not have the chat open. There we go. Oh, the song I had going ended. There we go. I was wondering where the music went. I have to be somewhere at 6, so I'll probably go for another 10 minutes here. Then I'll do some stuff and post it tomorrow. And I'll just make this lip solid black. I forget who I saw do this first, but making like drawing the top lip solid black always seems to look good. It's very convenient. Um, Hell yeah, no problem. Uh, yeah. I don't know, like something about it is just like it just works, I guess. I guess it like because it sort of makes sense intuitively because the upper lip is usually going to be in shadow just because it's tilted down a little bit. So you can exaggerate that and it generally holds. Oof, my arm's starting to get kind of sore. Uh, how far along into this am I? Let's add a couple more details and then I think I'm gonna wrap things up. My arm's starting to get kind of sore from drawing this long. Do I like, does this look good? Okay, I like that. I don't know how to draw the, it's like a little kind of bump. but that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. Uh, my arm's starting to hurt. I think I've been drawing for about an hour now. Uh, Also, another tip: stretch while you're drawing. Do not be like me and lock in so much that you forget to do that, because uh, you will regret it later. But for now, I think this is a good place to stop. I think I've made a good amount of progress here. I probably want to try to go through and add some stuff like the freckles, the pillow behind her head, and maybe some like additional things on like the bed that she's sitting on. But for now, I think this is a good place to stop. So, uh, thank you all for stopping by, and hopefully, I'll be able to stream again soon. Have a great day, y'all.